It is officially the best time of the year. Hey guys, what's up? It's Belle. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, and if you've come back, thank you so much. I really appreciate every single one of you. Today, you guys, we are doing a very exciting video. It is finally time for the September TBR, but not only that, it is the start of my personal favorite season, and it is fall. I'm fully aware that I'm in the Southern Hemisphere. I'm fully aware we're going into spring, but in my mind, I'm Delulu. I live in the other side of the world, okay? Because I am a fall girly. If you guys did not see my monthly vlog for August, you would have seen that I fully decorated my entire room for Halloween for fall because it's my favorite. I do love Christmas, but for some reason Halloween just gets me. Spooky season and cozy fall vibes just get me. I even put on my little special skeleton earrings for you guys today. We are gonna absolutely ignore the entire front of my teeth because I can see there's lipstick. I can see that the lipstick wanted to be the main character in this video today. It does fix itself soon. I apologize in advance. Just ignore her, please, for my sanity. Not only that, for today's TBR video, you guys, I got you guys to pick over on my Instagram stories which books you wanted me to read for fall. So basically what I ended up doing was I went on my Insta stories and I put a photo of 2 book options, and then I got you guys to like vote on a little poll as to which one you thought I should read, because I have a lot of books lined up for this season. So you guys just made my job so much easier. So without further ado, let's get comfy, let's get cozy, and let's get right on into the video. Okay, so before we get into what you guys ended up picking and having a look at the Insta polls, I am going to let you guys know of a few books that I am going to be reading that I've chose for myself for this month. They're either new releases or they are things that I need to read for certain other events coming later in the year. So I'll quickly run through what those are. In terms of some new releases that I'm going to be reading in September, first of all, this was really hard for some reason. Both of these books had multiple dates across multiple sites as to when they are coming out. But I believe the first one is going to be Daydream, and this is by Hannah Grace. You guys know I absolutely love Icebreaker and Wildfire. Both of them were 5-star reads for me. I'm aware they're not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm so excited for Henry's book. I've seen it obviously floating around a little bit now, and I'm so excited that we're finally getting it. The birds are chirping. I'm excited that we're finally going to be getting this one out in Australia. You best believe I will be at the shops on release day and I'm getting this and I'm going to read it in a day. I'm so excited. Neither of Hannah's previous books have disappointed me. They are just so easy, good palette cleansers, and I'm so excited for this one. The next new release is going to be Wild Eyes, and this is by Miss Elsie Silver, and you guys know Elsie is my girl. I'm so excited. Wild Love was not my favorite book by Elsie. I still really enjoyed it. However, this one sounds like it's going to be right up my alley. For those who haven't heard of the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver, this is going to be an interconnected standalone series that follows like single dads. Each book is about a single dad, which is so exciting. This one and the tropes just sound so much more appealing to me, and I've seen some of my other book talk besties reading it and they are like so excited. Following that, I am going to be reading 3 very special books to me that are going to be rereads in preparation for a very exciting thing that's happening on October 3rd. Not Mean Girls Day, I'm very sorry, but I will be reading Heartstopper volumes 4, 5, and the This Winter novella. It's going to be a reread because Heartstopper season 3 comes out on the 3rd of October, and I would love to do a little refresher and also annotate. I've annotated volume 4. I haven't done 5 or This Winter. These 3 books are what season 3 is going to be based around. So I'm so incredibly excited. You guys know by now the Heartstopper leaves are everywhere. It's like one of my most favorite things in the entire world. I'm so excited. It's coming out at the perfect time, especially because these ones are sort of based around fall, winter, which is super cute too, and I'm so excited to see what they do with it. And the final book that I know I'm going to be reading this month that wasn't part of what you guys chose is something that I have been promising you guys for a very long time, and it's a goal that I set myself for this year, and I thought this is going to be the perfect time, the perfect vibes to start this book, start this series, and I am going to be reading the Throne of Glass series, and this is by Sarah J Maas, of course. Now, I've had these books for years, and if you guys haven't heard my like backstory with this series before, when I was in middle school I read the first 3 books and then I just completely forgot about it and didn't keep up. I did however buy all of the books because I can't help myself, and I just haven't got around to, you know, finishing the series, but I would of course like to go back and start it again because I think it's going to make my reading experience so much more enjoyable. So I'm going to be starting Throne of Glass. The plan is going to be to try at least, you know, read at least the first 3 during this month. I know there's a few reading orders floating around, so let me know what you guys think I should do in the comments, because I know some people say start with Assassin's Blade, other people just say listen to what SJM, the Queen, put on her website and start from the beginning of the publication order. Let me know. Okay, now let's get into what you guys picked over on my Instagram polls. Okay, so what I ended up doing over on my Instagram is I did 5 different polls, 10 books. So for each poll, there was 2 books that I got you guys to pick between. These are all very much in the vibe, in the spirit of fall and Halloween and spooky. My plan's gonna be to keep all of my like paranormal books, thrillers, horrors and all that reserved for October, because I really want the spooky vibes in October. So this month is pretty much gonna be just like cute romances or dark romances, maybe like a little bit of fantasy in there too. So let's have a look. So the first little photo I put on Instagram, I just said, guys, it's fall time, help me choose my reads. And the first 2 books that I got you guys to have a look at were the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and this is by Laurie Gilmore. I'm sure everyone's just said that it is just like the cutest, warm little like giddy fall romance. Like, look at this cover. It is absolutely stunning. So this says, when Jeannie's aunt gifts her the beloved Pumpkin Spice Cafe in the small town of Dream Harbor, Jeannie jumps at the chance for a fresh start away from her very dull desk job. Logan is a local farmer who avoids Dream Harbor's gossip at all costs, but Jeannie's arrival disrupts Logan's routine, and he wants nothing to do with the irritatingly upbeat new girl, despite that he finds himself inexplicably drawn to her. Will Jeannie's happy-go-lucky attitude win over the grumpy but gorgeous Logan, or has this city girl found the one person in town who won't fall for her charm or her pumpkin spice lattes? This is so cute, you guys. I've had this for a while and I bought it earlier this year because I said I am saving it for fall. Okay, so that was option number 1. And for option number 2, we have Business Casual, and this is by BK Borison. Now, I haven't read any of the other books in this series yet, but I'm definitely excited to do so. This again is giving me fall vibes. This says, Charlie Milford is a betting man. He has to be in his line of work. He knows when to play it close to the chest and when to go all in. Nova Porter is about to expand her homegrown tattoo business and doesn't have time for distractions. Charlie is definitely a distraction. She suggests one night, no strings attached, to get their inconvenient attraction out of their systems. Too bad it doesn't work out as planned. If anything, their explosive night together leaves her wanting more. Keeping things casual has never been such hard work, especially when you live in a meddling small town like Inglewild. Now, I'm pretty sure this was the fall one. I'm hoping so. I'm pretty sure in this series there are 4 books, and there's like a Christmas one, summer one, fall, winter. I mean, winter is Christmas. You guys get the vibe. So these were our 2 options. So let's see what you guys picked. Ooh, okay. So this was actually pretty close. So Business Casual got 42% of the votes and the Pumpkin Spice Cafe got 58% of the votes. So our very first book for September is going to be the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'm so excited, you guys. I just know this is going to be so slay. So the next 2 books that I got you guys to choose between were 2, I want to say dark romances. I believe they're dark romances. I think one of them is a paranormal romance. Anyways, so the first book that I got you guys to have a look at was Secrets, and this is by Sophie Grace. Now, Sophie actually sent this to me last month, I believe, and I'm so keen to read this. I have been specifically saving it to read this either in September or October, so I'll let you guys know a little bit about what this is about. So it says, my life was progressing nicely until my brother died. Since his death, I've ached to feel human again, and the feeling I gravitate towards most is danger. I'd never experienced that feeling until Harry St. James stumbled into my ex-boyfriend's house at 3 a.m. covered in blood. It just so happens that his secrets hold the terror and release that I crave, and I'll stop at nothing to experience it. Oh my god, you guys. This is so exciting. I love books like this. It's giving me like dark romance, maybe mafia, Serial Unalive vibes. So that was the first option. And then the second option, of course, was Her Soul to Take, and this is by Harley LaRue. I've been waiting so long to start this book. Like, look how creepy and cute. And I just thought perfect, like, introduction into the spookier sort of things that I'll be looking at in October. So for those who haven't heard about it, this one says, a college student has unleashed an irresistible darkness, a soul-hungry demon who might be her only chance at survival. My reputation among magicians is unblemished. Killer, they call me. Killing is what I'm best at. One wrong move and you're dead. Except her, the one I was supposed to take, the one I should have killed. The cult that once controlled me wants her, but I'm not about to lose my new toy to them. This sounds so good, you guys. I know that there's 3 books in this series, I want to say. So let's see what you guys picked. Okay, this one had a very, very obvious winner. So Secrets got 28% of the vote and Her Soul to Take got 72% of the vote. So, second book on the Fall TBR is going to be Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue. Okie dokie. The next 2 books that I got you guys to choose from, again, one's like a cute romance, one is maybe an emotional cute romance, spooky vibes. Let's have a look. So the first one is The Dead Romantics, and this is by Ashley Poston. For you guys who have been following me for a while, you'll know that I read the 7-Year Slip earlier this year. It's probably my favorite book that I've read this year so far. I absolutely loved it. I haven't read anything else by Ashley yet because I've heard some mixed things. However, this one I know does have a lot of love, and I've been saving it specifically for this time of year. So on the back this says, Florence Day is a ghost writer with one big problem. She's supposed to be penning swoon-worthy novels for a famous romance author, but after a bad breakup, Florence no longer believes in love. And when her strict but undeniably hot new editor Benji Andor refuses to give her an extension on her book deadline, Florence prepares to kiss her career goodbye. When tragedy strikes and Florence has to head home, the last thing she expects is to see a ghost at her front door. Not just any ghost, however, but the stern form of her still very hot and now unquestionably dead new editor. As sparks fly between them, Florence tells herself she can't be falling for a ghost, even an infuriatingly sexy one. But can Benji help Florence to realize love isn't dead after all? That sounds so slay. So that's the first option. And the second option is Morbidly Yours, and this is by Ivy Fairbanks. Now, I actually picked this up a couple of weeks ago at my local Big W because I can't believe this was traditionally published. I know this was like floating around last year maybe, and I saw a lot of people loving it, but then when I walked into my local Big W and saw it was like traditionally published, I was like, girl, I gotta have it. Okay, look at that cover. That is so stinking cute. The back says, he has to marry by his 35th birthday, she's sworn off love. Painfully shy, Callum Flanny would rather dive into an open grave than take a stranger to dinner, but he can only inherit the family undertaking business under one condition. He must marry before his 35th birthday. Lark Thompson moved to Galway Island to restart her life and career, not to be reminded of losing her husband by moving in next to a funeral home. But when she learns of Callan's dilemma, Lark's certain she can help him find the one. As the dating project progresses and Lark spends more time with straight-laced, sarcastic Callum, he starts to crack the ice around her grieving heart. And the more joy that vivacious Lark brings to Callum's grey existence, the less he can imagine letting her go. If they think they can ignore their connection, they are dead wrong. That sounds, oh my goodness, you guys, perfect rom-com for this time of year. So let's see what you guys ended up picking. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so with 61% of the votes, we had The Dead Romantics, and Morbidly Yours got 39% of the votes. So that means, you guys, the third book for our September TBR is going to be The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I'm so excited to read this. The next 2 books I got you guys to choose between, I'd say are like sort of similar, but like not at all at the same time. One is a dark romance and one is a paranormal fantasy, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's talk about it. Option number 1 was The Book of Azrael, and this is by Amber V. Nicole. This one in particular has been getting a lot of hype and popularity over on Book Talk over the last couple of months, and I know a lot of my friends on there really love it as well, so I thought I would buy it and see if it's something that I might read this month. The back says, many centuries ago, desperate to save her dying sister, Diana made a deal with Caden, a monster far worse than any nightmare. Locked in servitude to him, she is forced to hunt down an ancient relic held by the most dangerous of enemies, an army led by Samkiel, the world ender. Okay. After the gods' war, Samkiel hid from everything, denying his crown and deserting his people. Now, an attack on those he loves sends him back into the realm he wished never to return to, and into the sights of the enemy he had hoped to forget. With every world at stake, Diana and Samkiel are forced to set aside their animosity and work together before it is lost. I believe there's 3 books in this series as well, but I'm so excited. You guys know I've been loving these types of books this year, so that was option number 1. And option number 2 is Hate by Tate James. This is the first book in the Madison Kate series. This one's been on my shelf for a while as well, and I actually just picked up the next 2 books at this like book sale. They were like $1.30 I don't know, $2 each. So I'm glad that I have at least the first 3. This one says, Madison Kate Danvers was murdered tonight. Those words changed my life and not for the better. They were wrong, of course. I wasn't dead, but I was set up. After being framed for a deadly riot, charged with a string of offenses, and being made into an example by my politically minded father, I'm eventually released back into Shadow Grove. I could keep my head down, but I only have one thing in mind. Hate. The boys who framed me are going to pay for derailing my carefully laid out future. They're going to catch the full force of my revenge. Except when I arrive back in town, thanks to my father's shiny new girlfriend, I find all 3 of them living in my house right down the hall. Archer, Kodak, and Steele are secretive, untrustworthy, dangerous, and dangerously magnetic too. But I'm not falling for their games, not after what they did to me. I just want to read this now. All right, let's see what you guys picked. I hope that you picked the one that I want. Ooh, this was a close call too. So with 56% of the votes, we had the Book of Azrael, and then Hate got 44%. That's pretty close. However, you guys have spoken. So the book that's going on the TBR is going to be the Book of Azrael. And the last 2 books that I gave you guys a choice between are both fantasy books. And I'm so excited to show you what they were. So the first one is one that I've been waiting to start for a long time, and I finally bought the beautiful special editions of this series, and it is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Look at these gorgeous editions. If you guys live in Australia, these are now available. I'm not sure if they're available anywhere else. I'd say so, hopefully. But I picked these up and they are so stunning. I just have to show you, look how beautiful they are. I can't believe, yeah, they're a thing. So I said I was gonna wait until these came out before I bought them, because I think the UK paperback versions of these are so ugly, no offense. But anyway, Caraval, I believe from what I am aware of, is about a magical traveling circus. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, maybe that's the night circus I'm thinking of. It says, remember, it's only a game. Whatever you've heard about Caraval, it doesn't compare to the reality. It's more than just a game or performance. It's the closest you'll ever find to magic in this world. Does it have more? So I'm pretty sure this is about some sort of a game or a tournament. So I kind of want to go into this one a little bit blind as well. I'm so excited. I want to read this series so that I can get through and read the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, because everyone just says that that is the elite out of the 2, but I know I have to read this first, so of course. And the second option that I gave you guys for this one was one that I bought last month for my birthday. No, this month. We're still in August. I'm sorry. I'm filming this at the end of August. Anyways. It is The Alchemy of Moonlight, and this is by David Ferrero, and basically the only way I can describe this is it's like Bridgerton but with werewolves and make it fruity, which I'm here for, right? And I'm pretty sure this is about a marquis who pretty much family basically says you have to do your duty, get married, settle down, produce an heir. He's like, that is not me, babes. I'm not doing it. So he ends up going, running away, and he starts working for this family as a servant, and he starts to realize that this family is a little bit weird. They'd be howling at the moon, they'd be carrying on, there's some weird stuff happening, there's bodies showing up on the front porch, yada, yada, yada. And of course, he starts to be drawn to a couple of men. And I'm here for it! Spooky vibes, fruity vibes, Bridgerton vibes. So these were our 2 options. Let's see what you guys picked. Maybe I should have picked 2 popular books together or something, because I think there was a clear winner. There's definitely a clear winner. With 85% of the vote was Caraval. And really sadly, The Alchemy of Moonlight only got 15%, which that's okay. I think I put it up against a very tough contender. I will give it that, but at least it got some votes, right? So the 5th book that you guys have chosen for my TBR is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I'm so excited to get into this. So to quickly recap what you guys picked for me, I will run through the 5 books that we chose from the Instagram stories. So the first one was The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. That's correct, I almost got that wrong. Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue. The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. The Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. And Caraval by Stephanie Garber. There's a nice little mix there. There's some romance, dark romance, paranormal romance, obviously a bit of fantasy. So I am so excited to read them. Alrighty, you guys, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for sticking through all the way through to the end. If you did, I really appreciate it. What are you guys planning to read in September? I'm so excited to hear, and of course, I'm always looking for recs, so let me know. If you guys got some, put them in the comments. I want to talk about it. Also, if you've read any of the books that I'm planning to read this month, let me know which one you think I should start with first. As always, you guys, if you would like to, you are more than welcome to follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. I will leave my handles on the screen for you there. And of course, feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I put up a brand new video. My August reading wrap up will be coming after this in the next couple of days, so get ready for that. I've also got very exciting September content coming for you guys. The bookshelf tour is finally coming, and also a full in-depth overview of my reading journal, because I know I get so many requests for that as well. So like I said, make sure you're subscribed to make sure that you're seeing those videos if you'd like to be. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by again. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a lovely day or a lovely night, and I will see you all next time. Bye!